Hi, I'm Connor Stingray, and these are my audience members.
My name is Maggie.
Shirley.
Charlie. Max.
Okay, my speech is about CRISPR-Cas9, the future of genetics. CRISPR is new technology that has been developed by scientists at colleges such as UC Berkeley and Stanford. CRISPR is an acronym for Clustered Regularly Interspaced Short Palindromic Repeats. It is a revolutionary biotechnology that has the potential to edit DNA. The process, simplified, is it targets one gene in the genetic code and then inserts a protein and makes the mutation to eliminate a trait or disease from a genetic sequence. And then it targets into one of the nitrogenous bases. It binds to its target. It then splices the DNA like a scissors, inserts the chimeric antigen receptor, which is also known as a CAR or T cell. It then targets those cells, inserts itself, and then your DNA is edited, and therefore you have a gene that is complete. However, it is not a complete process so far. There are still many advancements and more research that needs to be done to these processes. All DNA is tailor-made to suit each strand and replace correctly, which then gives them the modification. And then a few companies have been working on this technology to start bringing back certain apex predators or extinct animals of the past. One of these companies is Colossal. They are a genetic engineering company in Texas with the goal of advancing the field of de-extermination and combating climate change in our environment. CRISPR has remained at the center of many ambitious scientific projects and complicated ethical discussions. No matter who you ask, this is not a very well-known topic, but it's certainly one that we should be talking about. Colossal has been working to bring back the woolly mammoth with the help of Dr. Liu, who is a bioscientist at Harvard University, and they said that they were successful in making an embryo, but incubation was still one of the issues. And now they're trying to bring back a second extinct animal, which was an apex predator in Australia at the time. This project aims to use breakthrough gene editing technologies to restore the animal, and the company's first project, which was the woolly mammoth, builds on the work of George Carley, who along with his genetics team was able to successfully use CRISPR technology and modify a gene of an Asian elephant in 2015. But now, the company Colossal has turned its attention now to the thylacine, which many of you may not know is a slim striped Australian marsupial commonly known as the Tasmanian tiger, which was eradicated by hunting by native tribes of the area in many southern parts of Australia nearly a century ago. As an apex predator, the thylacine helped keep animal populations in check, like hunting non-native predators that were brought in by settlers, helping get rid of sick and weak animals from their herds, and then that helped control disease, which would eventually spread and kill out many herds at a time, leaving many things susceptible to chronic waste. And the next example is Jimmy Olagare. He was a patient in ICU at a hospital in Maryland. He received an infusion of his blood that it flipped a genetic switch, to be precise, and restored his blood cells' ability to carry oxygen into his body, which was a very big issue for him because he could not perform any daily activities without getting super tired. This is also known as anemia. They then inserted these T cells into his body, and then the blood cells pretty much flipped inside out, and they were able to carry hemoglobin, which helps them transport oxygen to the rest of the body. Another big example was in Japan. There is a scientist who performed an experiment where they made tomato plants and then edited their photosynthesis genes. So now it takes just 1 gram of the leaves. It contains 60 times more than the recommended daily value of vitamins for adults in many large groups. The possibilities of this technology are endless. Absolutely incredible technology that I think deserves plenty more of research into this activity. So according to David Liu, who helped make the Woolly Mammoth Project at Colossal, he is a biologist at Harvard, like I mentioned before. He says, the era of human gene editing, it isn't coming, it's here. And this is something that I think is very important to our future. Here are my note cards. Thanks for watching.